or you can also pull in or pull down. Okay, you will get the ruler, so you can pull in, and there only you can see it in the green mark that value is indicated. So this is 40. The 40 is selected. This is done. Okay, so now that is done. Now zoom to fit. So this will fit in the screen. Okay, done. Stress. Any more doubts?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. Okay. So before going, I have few options to tell. So later we'll go into the works of Sketch. Okay. So first thing, so now zoom is there. So the first option, as I told, if you select this, it will fit whatever there in the screen. Okay. Second is based on the area selected, it will zoom in. And next is pan. Okay. So pan is also very important to move around in the sheet. So to enable this, so you should go to customize, commands, and view. Okay, so here you can see pan. So pick it up and place it here. Okay, so enable, try to put this here. So this shortcut is also used many a times because it's not like uh, Katia or Elias, wherein you can control the pan option from your mouse itself. So that we have not set as of now. So that shortcut we have not set as of now. So currently we'll use this pan only, which is on the screen. Okay. So put it up here. Apart from that, in the view option, there are multiple options here, which again you can use based on your requirement. Uh, so again, this is their view orientation. Then this hidden line, all the features are there. This is actually inside. If you want, you can put it outside also directly. And apart from that, shadow in shaded mode, section view. So all these options are like section view is enabled already. Apart from this, these options are there. View access. If you want, you can keep it, or you can keep it on the screen also. And this is the view temporary access. So if you are doing some temporary access and if you want to view, you can view that. And this is view grid. So this is also important. So again, this one also put it here. And next is others. I think it's okay. You don't need that much. In case, in some cases, if you want parting lines, so you can enable that, or else it's not required. So again, if you are doing animation, so in that case, view lights will be required. Again, view cameras. So if you are doing again animation, so when you are doing animation, obviously that will be there on the screen. But still, if you want it right now, you can enable these. Okay. So this is the cartoon output. So you can put it up here, and the output what you get will be in this particular format. Okay, so this is simulation display. So if you're doing simulation right away from the start, so you can put it up in the shortcut so that you can use that. But if you go to that simulation option, you will get these details. So, okay. Okay. So now this is basically grid is off. So and initially when you see there will be no grid present. Okay. So as you can see there is no grid present. So how to turn on the grid is, so initially grid is by default off. So even though if you click on this also, it will be off. So it should be turned on. So for turning on the grid, you should go to option and relationship and snap. So here, see if all the things are checked. Okay. And here the grid is checked off. Okay. So it is telling snap only when grid is displayed. Okay. Um, and angle, snap angle is by default 45 degree. So based on your application, you can change that also. You can change it to 30 or 60 or even 90 also. Okay. And here go to the option called go to grid settings. And here you should switch this on display grid. Okay. And here you can give the value. So by default, it will be 100 mm. Okay. So again, based on your application, you can even give lesser values also. Okay. So as of now, keep it 100. So later we'll see based on application, we can make it 10 or even 1 also. Okay. And these two as of now live as it is. Uh, so we'll see later. Okay. And these are settings. So in case if you enable this, so the same problem occurs. Like you can't get in between values. Like now the snap value is 100. So you can only snap to first is 0, second is 100, 200, 300. You can't snap in between values. Okay, so that will be the issue here if you switch this on. So this you can switch on and switch off when and where it is required. Okay, after it is done, so click OK. So as you see, if you select any one plane and go to sketch, only this grid will be enabled. Okay, can you guys try this? Hello, Joel, Shreyas, did you get it?
You are now unmuted.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are now muted.
So after this is done, so you can just select a line or a circle or any other thing to see if it works. Okay. So see the grid is there. So now try to enable this particular option. Snap to grid. Press OK. And as you can see, it is snapping to that particular grid only. Okay. So let's assume initially you snapped it. So later you don't want. Later I'll tell you the shortcut for this also. So to enable shortcut for grid snapping and all. But as of now, follow this method. Okay. And as you can see, like if I'm doing, so generally I'll get a pencil with a straight line indicating I have selected the line tool. Okay. So now if I come here, it will give me a yellow color. Yellow color is always relation. Okay. So as you can see, if I go to horizontal or vertical or nearby circle, anything this yellow is visible. So that yellow is basically relation. So this is basically one horizontal and another the end point is pointed towards the center of the axis. Okay, so similarly here again you will get only one. So that is because it is a vertical line. Okay, so here you will get two options also. So one is the straight line, horizontal line, and other one is the center of the axis. Okay, so this you will get based on the different types of selection. So here you can see as we have put the snap angle or angle as 45. So here it is coming as angle. So when it is exactly at 45 or 135 multiples of 45, so it is coming like angle symbol. Okay, so which is a good thing in this software. Okay, so now we'll do one small thing. Uh, So now I have drawn a line. So I don't know exactly where the line is because I have not switched on my snap. Okay. But I want this line on the origin. So how do I do it? Any idea, guys? So how do I do it?
You are now unmuted.
Yes, pivot is there. As you can see, this is the point. Yes. Okay, but still it's not going anywhere because fixed. Yes, exactly. So it's not going anywhere because here the two relationships are on. So this is the existing relationship. One is
You are now
horizontal
muted.
and another is the midpoint. Okay. So I can't do anything. So any other option?
You are now unmuted.
Okay. Still it's not moving because this line you have drawn it at certain place, right? Basically this is normal thing. Later I'll tell you how to move also. Like this is general move. Okay, but it's not possible because it's moving only in one axis. Okay, so the point basically it's not moving. So there is a simple method on how to do it. The first thing is select the line and now as you told, so both the pivot of the line as well the center should be joined, right? That is the only way wherein we can move the product exactly to the center of the axis on both the sides. But here there is a shortcut for that. So one is select the line, basically the line's pivot, hold control and select the center pivot. Okay, on the left hand side you can get multiple options. So this is adding relations again. So here you are adding relation between this point to this point. So coincide. It's done.
You are now
And
muted.
next to coincide, if you want to add horizontal, you can do it. It will work. And let's just say I don't want horizontal. I want vertical. You can do that also. Okay. Here there are more than one conditions apply. So it will not work. I'll go again.
You are now unmuted.
Hello, is it clear now? Okay, just 1 second.
You are now muted.
Hello, is it fine?
You are now unmuted.
Okay. So
You are
as I
now
was
muted.
telling, so this line is horizontal, so this we can't change. Before putting it here to this point, you can make it vertical and then put it at this point. So that option is there. So for that, again, select the sketch. The relations, you can make it vertical, so it changed. And now select where is that midpoint of this. Okay, and select this midpoint and then coincide. Okay. Okay, so now this became vertical. Okay, so this is how we can do. So this option is not there in Katia or any other software. So this basically giving the relationships between the actual sketch as well the main figure. So it is to be done like this. So not only like that, so you can so based on the type of sketch you are doing, so you can give relations. Okay, so now only this is there. Now, as you can see, if I am drawing the lines, it's giving me this is one relation. So this is also similar to our previous softwares, wherein if you are drawing a triangle or any other thing, with if you want same line, you can get it. Again, if you want center midpoint, and accordingly, if you are drawing, you can get that line also. And similarly, if I am just moving my screen, uh, if I'm moving, as you can see, you are getting yellow lines. I am not sure if you can see the lines. Can you see the lines, guys?
You are now unmuted.
Yes. So those yellow lines are
You are
in
now muted.
relation with the midpoint. Okay. Uh, so it is giving me like where exactly to draw. I can either select this line or this line. Okay. So similarly, you can also see one yellow line here in this line. So this tells basically all the sides. So where if you want like where to connect based on the angles which was defined earlier. Okay. So this is the 45-degree angle. So this is the 90-degree, and this is again 90-degree. Basically 270, 180, and 0 kind of a thing, 90. Okay. So these are some of the relations which you can select, and this is the 45-degree, the angle which was initially given, and then the center I will select this. So this line gives me the code where I want to continue, and then I'll do this. Okay, so now the shape is finished. So as you can see in CATIA, so what we're doing is we were giving relations later. If it's a parallel line, or if it's a midpoint, or general coincidence, or any other thing, we are giving it later, before getting the assembly done, or before going into kinematics. Okay, but here it is generated automatically, and in case in middle also, if you want to give some relation, like let's assume this particular point I want to put it in the center. So again, select this, select the midpoint which is here, and coincide, and enter. Okay, so now it is done. Okay, so now all the relation maximum possible relations are almost done. Okay, so maximum possible relations are almost generated automatically. In case apart from this, if you want some more relations, like you want this line to be horizontal, so you can do that. But see here if you can do it. Yes, right. You can do it horizontal. So the relationships will be given here. You can delete it. You can try making vertical, but now it is not possible. It's throwing me an error because if you could have done it the first step itself. Okay, so now it's already in horizontal. So now it's not possible. You can give horizontal and it will work. Okay, so these are some of the relations which you can give to any diagrams or any sketch you draw on the screen. Okay. And later, based on the sketch, you can do whatever, like if you have done some sketch which is related to revolve, you can do revolve. If you have done sketch related to sweep, you can do it. It's like a pipe kind of a thing, or in our alias terms, it is rail. Okay, so this is loft and this is boundary boss. Okay, so drawing the boundary part. So these are some of the main 3D things what you can do from the sketch. Okay. So apart from that, so if you these are the things where you can cut or cut something or make a hole or that. So if you already have a solid part done in these using the first options, so you can do the second options wherein this is extruded cut and this is hole, this is revolved cut, so this is swept cut, lofted cut, and boundary cut. And next again, so this options also will enable once you do the initial creation of 3D. So this is the filleting. So this is linear pattern. So if you want to repeat it for a set, so this is rib again for giving the strength basically. If you have surface and which is hollow, so if you want to give some strength to it, you can give that rib here. And this is draft and this is shell. So if you want to make the product like a shell, like with a surface, wall surface, and inside it's empty, you can do it here. And this is wrap again, this is for revolved surface like a shell. And this is mirror, so you can do half part and you can mirror the other half. Okay, so this is intersect. So if there is two parts and if you want to intersect both of them, you can do it with this option. Okay, so this is the reference geometry. So this again we'll look into later. So this is the curves, different types of curves, and this is instant 3D. Okay, so these are the options for doing the 3D part. Okay, so now we'll select only the 2D part and we'll go on the different options of 2D. Okay, so as it is in other softwares, so again this is also same. So this is a line tool. So wherein until and unless you press escape, so this will continue drawing lines, straight lines. Okay, so like in other softwares, we don't have multiple options like single line and multiple line. So this is a multiple line option wherein you can start creating lines whichever you want until and unless you press escape. So escape is like an ending. Okay. And next is center line. So again, if you want to draw center line first, and based on that center line, if you want to draw a whole sketch, you can do. Or after doing sketch, if you want to denote that this is the center axis, okay, so you can denote it using this particular line. Okay, you can select it, and based on the midpoints of both the sides, so you can draw a center line. Okay, and this is a midpoint line. So in any case, if you want to draw the midpoint line, so you can do that by selecting this particular option. Okay, so this is all about lines. So it is very simple. So it's not complicated as in other softwares. And next is circle. Again, we have two types of circle. One is circle with center as well end point, or basically the radius or diameter selection point. So wherein second point you will place based on the selected diameter. And second type is a 3-point or pyramidal circle. So here you will draw 3 points outside on the boundaries of the circle, and based on those 3 points, circle is created. Okay, so for specific application, like if you have 3 sides, or if you are drawing a circle inside a triangle, so you can use these kind of pyramidal circle, wherein all the 3 sides you can select the center point, and based on those center points, you can draw the circle, which is maybe inside the triangle or which is basically intersecting the triangle. And this is so spline is a free form of curve. Okay. So similarly, this is style spline. So in spline, if you draw whatever shape, so it will stick on. Okay. So now it is done. Now I can select these points. Do you guys remember the name of this, which we discussed last two times also? What is this one and what is this one? Do you
You are
remember
now
the
unmuted.
names? Yes, exactly. It's CVs. So this is called CV, control vertices, and this is called edit points, EPs. Okay. So if you draw the
You are
first
now muted.
type of spline, so you get EPs. You can also do control your line with EPs, but it is not as flexible as CVs. Okay, there is some sort of limitations. Okay, but in CVs you can control end to end of the entire curve, and you can add number of CVs more also based on how complicated the curve is. Okay, so this is all about splines. So this is a style spline. So here it is not CV and EP line, EP curve. So here it is called as spline and style spline. Okay, so style spline is for CV and the normal spline is for EP. And next, this is equation driven curve. So as this is mostly used by mechanical person or people. So in some cases, what happens? Instead of giving an actual value, they'll give the equation. So again, if any change is done in one part of the equation, so the other parts also gets automatically updated. So that is the reason they use this equation driven curves or any other thing. Okay, so here this is the third option wherein you are given certain equation while drawing the entire part or something, and later if because of some reason or something, if they want to change any one value, the value associated with uh, like let's assume it's x. Okay, so if they change the value of x, so it will be changed in the complete part throughout. Okay, so that is the reason they use this equation driven curve. And next is same rectangle, so two corner rectangle. We'll start with any one corner, go to the other corner and fix what is the length and the breadth of the rectangle. And next is similarly 2 point rectangle, but here instead of two corners or two diagonals, we are using one is center and another is the one diagonal, one end of the diagonal. So it's similar to how we draw a circle. And there's a 3 point corner rectangle, so wherein we'll have to specify the three corners. So this is useful in telling like what kind of triangle we are expecting, like horizontal or angled rectangle. So here you can fix that directly when you are drawing. Okay. So this is a 3 point cornered rectangle. And again, there is also 3 point rectangle, but here one is at the center, another is at the starting point of the rectangle, another is at the ending point of the rectangle. And last is a parallelogram. So if you are drawing parallelograms in your sketches, so you can select this particular option instead of directly selecting, like basically calculating the parallelogram angles and the length, breadth, everything. So there is an option directly given to you. So wherein you can just give the two values and later you can correct those. You need not to worry about the angles and stuff. And this is an arc. So we have basically three types of arcs. So center point arc, tangent arc, and a 3 point arc. Okay, so three types of arc is used based on where exactly you are using this particular arc. Okay, and next is ellipsis. So This is also similar to our circle, but here there is no outer point. So center only one point is there, and based on that ellipse is selected. And next is partial ellipse. So if you want to draw a partial ellipse, so you can draw it with starting point, end point, and midpoint. Okay, so initially you'll have to start with the midpoint, and then go with the starting point, and then see where you want to end that ellipse. And next to is parabola and conic. Okay, you can select these, and you can directly draw any parabola or any conics. Okay. Okay, so this is the parabola based on the point, and this is the conic. And next is sketch fillet. So obviously you can do filleting when you are doing solid part or 3D part. So based on what value you want, you can do filleting. But in case if the product is simple and if you know what value exactly you want to do filleting, so you can do filleting using this option also. Okay. So we'll draw a small example like this. Okay. So now this fillet is drawn with radius 10. Okay, so in the initial phase, we are not waiting till the 3D is done and later go and do the filleting for this part. There is a select fillet which we can do in the initial part itself. We will do it. Okay, and similarly, this is chamfer. So again, same product. If you want to do the chamfering, you can do it, and you can confirm it here or on the left hand of the screen. Okay, selected. As this was very small diagram, so radius was 10. That was the only maximum value which it could afford. And similarly here also, so by default it is 10. If you want to go little less than 10 or more than 10, uh, in this particular sketch it's not possible. So what you can do is you can do it in the uh, after doing the 3D part. Okay, so this is all about filleting and chamfering, and this is polygon. So if you want to draw a certain polygon, especially six-sided or hexagon, so you can do it like this. Okay, and this is four options are there. This is straight slot. This is center point straight slot. This is 3-point arc slot. This is a center point arc slot. So in any, like, let's assume this is the uh, part or the sheet on which you want to do a slot for some purpose. So what you can do is based on the selection where you want exactly the slot. So you can select it one point. Similarly, select one more point, and you can select the size of the slot. Okay, so you can do this slot, and later when you extrude it, you will have a space in between like this, the slotted space. Okay, so this is all about the main things. Apart from this, trim. So if there is something and if you want to trim that part, okay, you can trim that also. Okay, so there is some extra lines and you want to trim that, so you can use trim to trim those extra lines. And this is extend entries. So in case I want to extend this part extra, so I can do that using extend entries. And this currently will not use. Okay, so I'll tell when we'll use this. Okay, So this is first one is convert entities, second is silhouette entities, and third is intersection curve. Okay, so this intersection curve is like similar to what we did in CATIA, I think. So we'll, if you select this, so we'll get the intersection curves. Okay, and this is offset. So in case you have done this curve and you want to offset it once or twice, so you can give whatever value you want, like 5, and offset. So with that value, this will be offsetted. Okay, and this one offset on surface. So let's assume I select these. I select some curve which is on the surface, and in that case, this particular option will be enabled. Or if you have drawn a 3D already, and on top of it, if you have drawn some curves, and if you are offsetting that, so this particular option will be enabled. Instead of using this option, we can use this offset on surface, so that it fixes exactly on the surface. And this is mirroring. So if there is any entity and if you want to mirror the lines, you can do that. So here I'll have to draw a line so that I can mirror it across that line. Okay. And next is linear sketch pattern. So again, if you want to repeat it in a linear pattern, or if you want to repeat it in a circular pattern, you can do this using this particular option. Okay, and this is move entities. So you just want to move. So select this, just want to move it. So again, as you can see, again it moves with respect to some relation. Okay, so I selected this line and move with respect to this. Okay, similarly this is copy, control C, control V thing, and this is rotate, and this is scale, and this is stretch. Okay, and this is a display or delete relations. So this is add relations. So this you can do it here also. You can select one product, and based on that you can add relations to other, or you can come here and you can do the same display relation, add relation, and fully define sketch. Okay, so if you do that, okay, so as you can see, the entire what all I have drawn, it is automatically generating dimensions. Okay, so you can do this with this particular option. Okay, or if you just want to do for selected entities, you can do with selecting this. If you want to do for all entities, you can do like this, and this underdefined now will be defined. Okay, so now this underdefined is defined, and later you can do some other operations on these sketches. And this option is repair sketch. So in case if you want to repair the sketch, you can do this. And this is quick snap. So as I told the other time, if you want to snap on the grid, or if you want to snap on certain parts, So now quick snap. So quick snap, switch on this. So I can snap it to any point on the grid. Okay, like this. So after that particular thing is used, you can check it. So now the grid snap is off. Okay. So any snaps in that case, if you want, you can do it, or you can leave it. Okay.
Sir, there's a break in your voice, sir.
Hello, Joel.
You are now unmuted.
Where did I got cut? Where did I got cut? Like when? That shaded sketch or for that? Okay. Okay. You can see the screen, right? Okay. So if you switch this off, so this is shaded sketch. Okay. So if the sketch is complete, so the inside part it will show us bright, so that we will get to know that this is complete. If we are doing part by part, like using lines or any other medium, so we will get to know that it is complete. If this is switched off, what happens? We will not get to know it is complete. Okay. So in that case,
You are
we
now
will
muted.
switch that on. So now let's assume I did like this. Okay. So if it is very close, if I am seeing from just far, it looks like complete. Okay. But I'll not get to know. But if I switch this on only, we'll get to know that if it is complete, it is gray inside. And if it is not complete, it is not gray. Okay. So switch this particular thing on if it is not switched on. And this is instant 3D. So this will give us the ruler. Okay, if you are drawing some things, or if you are doing the 3D, so it will give that instant ruler kind of a thing. So that's why it should be switched on again. Okay. And rapid sketch, so for now forget it. So later I'll tell you when to use this particular option. Okay. So now you guys got to know about the basics of sketches. Yes.
You are now unmuted.
Okay, so now you also try to explore different options, and let me know if you find any option different, or if you don't know how to use that particular option. You let me know. Okay, uh, and later we'll do a few exercises based on sketch only. Okay, we'll try to draw a few shapes here. Okay, I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes. So just explore the sketch, different options, select each and every option and try to do that particular, like curves, do the curve and do the editing part. If it's a circle, see different types of circles, how it is done, how to change the value later. Okay, so do all the things and tell me, then we'll continue with our class. Okay.
You are now muted.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಅವಾಗ ಇದು ಲೈನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್ ಅದು
ಅಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಯಾವ ಲೈನ್ ಹೇಳು?
ಸರ್ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್ ಅದು ಲೈನು? ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಲೈಕ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಬರೀ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇವಾಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಿ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೌ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Okay, so as you can see, there is this constraint. So that is why it's moving only in one direction. Okay, it's not moving in vertical or in vertical basically. Sorry, it's moving in vertical. It's not moving in horizontal because of this particular condition. For this, we will have to use this particular move. Right? So that I'll tell you that one part is pending. So that I'll tell you. But apart from that, based on the point, you can move. Basically, change the size, everything, and similarly select the line, and accordingly you can move. Like if you go up, size will reduce. If you come down, size will increase. So similarly, same thing for all the things. Okay, so this can be done. So now I removed this constraint, right? So now see, this is a free flow move. Okay. So now I removed all the constraint. So now I can move this anywhere I want, in whatever direction I want the points. So I can move this. Okay. So see.
Okay.
So this is one thing. So one more is move entities is there. So that I'll tell you later. But currently, because of the constraint, the same thing I'll draw again. Okay. So this is almost the same thing. So now if I want to move this, see, it's moving only in one direction, right? Up,
Yes.
or like this, because of this particular constraint. Okay, a perpendicular constraint is put. So that's why it's moving like this.
Okay.
Now if I delete this constraint, so I can move it anywhere I want on the screen. Okay. So if perpendicular constraint is put, then you can't move this anywhere. Okay, and like last time in CATIA when we were doing constraints, we were fixing one point, right, so that it doesn't move. So here also we can do the same thing. Now this particular point is selected, fix it. So now that fixed constraint is set. So this particular point I can't move anywhere on the screen. Okay. Now I can select this. I can do horizontal, or I can do vertical like this. So based on this, as we have relation between the other things also, so this changes. This we can adjust it later. Again, so now this line is fixed, so I can't move this point as well, this line. So this line again, it goes in only vertical direction, no horizontal, because this point and this point both it is fixed because of this line. So now we'll select this line and we'll fix it. Okay, so now this line is also fixed. I can't move these 2 points also. Okay, so it moves in only one direction. So this will not move only because both the constraints are there. So this will not move. So this, because this side is free, so it will move only in this direction. Okay, so similarly, I select this. Okay. Hello, Shreyas.
So
So ನೋಡ್ರಾ, so this is based on the constraint. So ನೀವು draw ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೇನೆ, if you put some constraints here, like ನೋಡು, draw ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ I'll select straight line. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ red color, sorry, yellow color ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so this is constraint. So if I click right this, so ಆ constraint apply ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹಾ
ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಡ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ
ಓಕೆ
ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡು,
ಹೌದೌದು
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡ, ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ
ಮೈನಸ್
35 degree constraint ಇದೆ, so 45
ಓಕೆ
degree. So if I click this, again that constraint is applied.
ಓಕೆ
Similarly, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ
So now E line and E line is fixed. Okay, basically this
Okay.
point is completely fixed. Fixed
Okay.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ basically constraint ಇದೆ. So it will move only in this or this.
ಓಕೆ
If I select this and try to move, see, I can move like this or this, not vertical,
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ
like this. And these two lines also, it's moving together. Because
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
only connection for these two, so it will move like this. But this is free. It's free, ideyala, so it's free ಇದೆ. So this I can move like this, but still this is changing. ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
Okay.
So again, this one I can move anywhere because both the sides are free.
ಯಾ ಓಕೆ
So similarly, ಇದು relation ಇದೆ. So if I move, this also will move. These two sides, which is fixed.
ಓಕೆ
ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? So now what happens if I want to make it free? So ಎರಡು delete ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. Now all the points are free. So now ನೋಡು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು
ಯಾ
ಈ ತರ.
ಓಕೆ
ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಯಾ
So this is how we do that by removing the constraint. So this move entities ಒಂದ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಎಂಟಿಟಿ, ಕಾಪಿ ಎಂಟಿಟಿ, ರೊಟೇಟ್, ಸ್ಕೇಲ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಓಕೆ,
ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ,
ಗ್ರಿಡ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತರೋದು ಸರ್ ಅದು?
ಗ್ರಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು go to relation. So here go to
Okay.
document, display grid.
Okay.
Okay, or one more option is right click. Generally ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು on grid ನ. So there is one more method ಇದು. So ಈ grid on off ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so first time it will not work.
Okay.
So first time ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. If the grid is off, we should go here and we should display the grid.
ಓಕೆ
ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್, ಈ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತಗೊಳೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಗೋ ಟು ಕಸ್ಟಮೈಸ್,
ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್,
commands, view, and you can select this option. This is view grid.
ಓಕೆ
ಅದು ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು, ಬೇಡದಾಗ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಶೋರ್
ಓಕೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಇದೊಂದು ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದೊಂದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. So then I'll give you few activities to be done. So ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಯೂಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಅದೇ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡನ್, ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್.
ಓಕೆ,
So tomorrow if you keep that ready in separate files, whatever I send exercise, so same thing we'll try to do the 3D part of it.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ತಾನೇ? ಅದು
ಯಾವ ವಿಡಿಯೋ?
ಇದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ತಾನೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ಲ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ 2D ಸ್ಕೆಚಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಕೆಚ್ 1 ಅನ್ಕೋ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಳೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 3D ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವೀಪ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ನಾಳೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ಓಕೆ
ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಜನರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಓಕೆ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್, ಸೊ ಮಂಡೇ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಓಕೆ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್, ಸೊ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್.
ಓಕೆ ದಟ್ಸ್
ಓಕೆ, ಆ ತರ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ IA ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 3D is done, it will be there somewhere in Tuesday or Tuesday ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ.
ಓಕೆ
ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಕಣ.
ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ ಸರ್? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು
ಹಾ
ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ತಗೊಂಡೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ.
ಹಾ.
ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಕ್ತೆ. ನೀನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ?
ಕೋವಿಶೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ ನಾನು.
ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ,
ನೀವು?
ಸೇಮ್ ಸೇಮ್.
ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಓಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಸರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೋವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೋಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಳಿನೂ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು.
ಹಾ.
ಬಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೋಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೋಸ್ ಅದು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ 45+. ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೋಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ.
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಸರ್? ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ.
ಇದು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು ಕಣ, ನನಗೆ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಫುಲ್ ರಶ್ ಇತ್ತು.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ರಶ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು.
ಅದು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಇವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ. ಯಾರು ಆಟೋ ಓಡಿಸೋರು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಓಡಿಸೋರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಸ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್, ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ 18 to 45. ಸೊ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ಬಂದು ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದೇ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ನಾವು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು?
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡು. ಅದು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ, ಇದು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ, 11:30 ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವಾಗೆ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ ಬರೋಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮನೆಗೆ.
ಸೇಮ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತು, ನಂದು ಹಂಗೆ ಸರ್, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಏನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅದ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
ಯಾವ್ದು? ಹಲೋ. ಹಾ ಶ್ರೇಷ್,
ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗೋ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಣ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಜೂನ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದಂತೂ ನಿಜ. ಅನ್ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆದ್ರೂನು ಬರೀ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಜೂನ್ ಮಂತ್. ಸೊ ಜುಲೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದ್ರು ಕರಿಬಹುದು ನಿಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ. ಬಟ್ 14th ತನಕ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ದು?
ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಹೇಳದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇರೋ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಏನು ಯಾರು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದೌದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ವಿಸಿ ಇಂದ. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಅದೇ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಅದೇ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ನಮ್ ತರಾನೇ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ಏನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಡೇಟ್ದು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ
ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾನ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಸಿನ್ಗೂ ಒಬ್ಬಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಥಿಯರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಥಿಯರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಂಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಸಪ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು ಏನಾದ್ರು?
ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ದು? ಅದೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬರದ್ದು.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದವ್ರದ್ದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನದ್ದು.
ಹೌದು,
ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ 18 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಟಿಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೇ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇದೇ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಮ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಟೆಡ್.
ಹ್ಮ್
ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟೇ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ
ಬೆಟರ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನಮ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ. Okay. Okay. So Joel, what about you? Vaccine ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? Booking is not possible.
ಏ ಜೋಯಲ್, ನಿಯರ್ ಹೆಸರುಘಟ್ಟ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತೆ ನೋಡು. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಬರೀ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಂಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು.
No, actually, in core Bangalore, that is the issue. Like if you go towards Bangalore side, no, JP Nagar, Jayanagar, or Indranagar, that side, it is very strict. You will have to show a form, only they'll allow. Like yesterday, I went. No, if you're coming towards this Hesarghatta and all, it's fine. They'll let you go. But should have some genuine reason and these things. And keep like you're in Telegram, no? I'll send few links to you. Just subscribe to those channels, okay? So there in Bangalore, some works and some doesn't work. Like if vaccination comes into this thing, like stock, like 50, 100, something like that. So it will be updated. So you just keep checking that. And yesterday, actually, I got one in Bangalore also. It was somewhere near Shivaji Nagar. I thought it's very far, and by that time I also got to know near my house also, so I left that. So there were 60 doses of Covishield. So
You know,
just see,
like,
and in Apollo also it is there. Apollo, Kanwa, major hospitals it is there. If you know someone, it is better.
like ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಜೋಯಲ್, like if you get to know that it's there, you go there, take your Aadhaar card and go off. Otherwise, if you apply and all, pakka you won't get it. It's like they'll show delay.
Okay, just see like if you have some relatives who are working in factories, basically factories or healthcare, anything. So through them you can go and get it done. In many factories and industries, or in some IT companies also, they are putting like, just see like if you get a chance, then you can go and get yourself vaccinated. It's better because they're telling till August it is very shortage. The stock is very shortage. It's better.
Otherwise, if you're like so rich and all, go to Columbia, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡು, pre-register ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ.
But there also like lot of people are there. Like my cousin, so he went to Apollo, Columbia Asia, and other hospitals also. There they are giving like 50 to 100 per day. That's it.
Okay.
Sometimes what happens if you go and stand in the queue, if the queue is big, if you go and stand in the queue, you will waste your whole day or half a day, and still you will not get vaccinated. And on top of it, you will have to pay like some 1,800,
Yeah.
something like that.
They give token, like one of my friend, like he took near in Columbia, and they like he paid and they gave a token. And ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರು ರಿಚ್ ಅವರು.
Okay, so as I was telling Shreyas also, just go through the things what we have learned today, Joel and Principi. Okay, so practice that. So one topic is pending, so that I'll teach it at the last. I mean, maybe after 10-15 minutes, I'll teach that also, and I'll break for today. So next class Tuesday when you're coming back. So if I'll give you a few exercises of this sketch based. So do it in separate files and come. Let's assume shape 1 sketch separate file, shape 2 sketch separate file, like that, so that the same files will use it to do 3D, and make separate parts out of it. Okay, and later once you are through with maybe next class we'll complete with the 3D part of it. So once you are through with the 3D, so probably next class only we'll go for the entire product assembly. So for that, I'll give you an entire product with different parts of it. So if you prepare it in the next to next class, so next to next class will be the assembly as well the final drawing part, wherein you can take the 2D from the 3D. Okay, so that will do it in the next week. I'll give you a lot of exercises. The class will be like generally 2 to 4 hours. So next few classes will go on till 3.5 hours, teaching and other things. And assembly will take some time. It's easy, but again, based on number of products you do, it takes some time. So after it is done, then just 5-10 minutes job is the drawing part. So we'll have to take the drawing of the 2D and represent it as a sheet, final sheet. Okay. So practice. So another 5 minutes where you practice that. So later I'll tell you about the one thing which is pending. Okay. So the moving part. So later we'll close it. Okay. Hello, Principi.
Can you tell me the starting parts, or like you can just help me
Yes. So you install the software.
to set the page and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, I
actually.
did.
Okay. So now,
You are now muted.
see, initially, can you share your screen, Principi? I'll give you access.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's loading. Yes. So you're opening this for the first time?
No, sir. I tried like 2-3 times already.
Okay, fine. So just cancel it now.
Okay.
Here, yeah. And then click on this next to the house button on top.
Yeah, this one.
Yes. So initially, like if you're using the for the first time, the dimension will come here.
Okay.
Okay. So as you already used, so dimension will not come. So currently we are starting with the first thing, which is part.
Part.
Okay, so next we'll go with assembly and the drawing. Okay, so we are still in part. So select part and go to advanced. Advanced. Yes. So this is again. So this is the three basic things what you can select. Okay, part, assembly, and drawing. So go to MBD next to templates.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are some of the options which are available. Again, for us, it is not there. So this is for the core people who work on certain aspects, like the error ratio should be plus or minus something, or the value is 1000 mm. So based on that, these are the things, templates basically. And next is tutorial. Yes. So here, if you want anything, you will get tutorial related to certain parts. Okay. So this probably will work for some time, will not work for some time, because as we are using Crack, go to templates. Yes. And here on the right side, you can select different screens. Okay. So the first one is preview.
Yes.
Second one is list, and third one is
Yeah.
go to the third one. Yeah.
List
Okay, so this
details.
is, yes. So this is different things. Like basically, if you want to select certain things, so this anything is there. Okay. So I go to novice, bottom.
No. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by default, every time what we do is select part, assembly, or drawing, whatever we want to do, and click on OK.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the page which you will be doing all your works.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, so as you can see, by default, many things are switched on, switched off.
Hmm.
So go to the top line. Yes.
Yes,
Right
this
click.
one.
Yeah. Right click. Right click there. Right mouse click.
Yeah, I did so. Oh,
You're
wait.
left clicking.
Is it? No, sir, right. If I'm clicking right, this is only happening.
You will get some options, right?
Hmm. I'm getting
You're
an
left clicking.
no, sir.
Right mouse click.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing it.
Just go to top and click on the right side of your mouse.
Yeah, so the
Right
right
button.
button, right?
Yeah.
You
You
are
will
now
get
unmuted.
options, basically.
I'm not.
You should get options.
There are 4 options, sir. Enable command manager.
Yeah, actually, yes,
Oh,
yes,
it's
yes.
not
Okay.
seen. That's what I am getting
Yeah.
only 4 options. So I thought there are more. That's why you're like, it's not
No,
coming.
no, no. Okay, yeah, fine. You are getting that
You are
options,
now
no?
muted.
Yeah, yeah.
So there, the first option, enable command manager, should be switched on. So try to switch it off once.
Switch it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
just click on
Done.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, the second command bar is gone. Okay,
Yes.
so sometimes what happens if we switch, I mean, because of some issues or anything, your
Hmm.
screen will come somewhat like this. So in that case, go to that option, right click, enable the command bar manager. Okay,
Hmm.
and the second option is the large button. Use large button with text. Okay, so switch it
Yes.
off. Only icons you will get. Okay,
Okay.
so again, if you are more experienced user with respect to SolidWorks, and if you want to utilize the space work area basically, so in that case you can switch that button off so that you get only the icons, so based on which you can start your works. Okay,
Okay.
but as you are just beginning, you switch that on as of now.
Okay.
And next, below that, there are certain options called tabs, toolbars, and customize.
Customize.
So in tabs, as you can see, few options are enabled. So these are the options what you can see below the command bar: feature, sketch, markup, evaluate, etc. So those things are switched on. So here again, based on what you are doing, so currently we are only utilizing the features and sketch. So in that
Okay.
case, you can switch off the rest of the things. Okay, so when and where it is required, you can switch on or switch off. And next, toolbar.
Should I switch it
So
off, sir?
no, it's okay. Let it be there. But in case, like that's what I told. No, like if you want your screen to be much visible, your product to be much visible, in
Hmm.
that case, switch off those things.
Okay.
And next is toolbar. So if you see in toolbar, there are few options which are enabled, few options which are disabled, right? So in that, on the left side of the options, you can see media motion manager, right?
Yes.
You can currently you can switch that off, so that you can switch it on only if you are doing animation part.
Okay.
Okay, currently switch that off. And then task pane, it is switched on. So task pane, if you switch off, you will get to see where it is there. Okay, so task pane is on the right side, the small options what you will get. So
I switched it
similarly,
off, sir. Where is it? I couldn't see it.
you should see the screen. So it's on the right side top.
Oh, yes, got it.
On,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so you switch it on, you will get to know. So similarly, view or heads up, it's in the center,
Hmm.
wherein center shortcuts basically. So wherein you
Yes.
utilize those shortcuts for using many things. Okay, so basically these two should be switched on initially. So again,
Okay.
based on few things, you can switch on other things also. So like let's assume you switched off the complete command bar and you are using only sketch based tools. So in that case, you can switch on the sketch. The sketch part only will be visible on the screen and rest it will be blank. Only you can see your model. Okay, like that. So again, it's up to you.
Okay,
And
sir.
third option is customize. So
Hmm.
click on that. So you'll be getting a different tab. Okay, so wherein you can do the changes what is required. Okay, so you can change the icon size, you can change the tool tips and other details. So here what we'll do is go to shortcut bar,
Hmm.
and in shortcut bar you can see multiple options, right? So this is
Yes.
the shortcut bar. So if you want, you can add some more features to these shortcut bars so that you can utilize this in future. Okay, and
Okay.
similarly next is command bar. So in command bar go to view.
View.
Yes, it's in the bottom.
Yeah.
So in view there are multiple icons which are there. So in
Hmm.
that second line, select pan option.
Pan.
Pan icon.
Okay.
Yes, pan.
Yeah. Selected.
Select that, pick it up and put it on your screen. That heads up is there, no? Heads up window, view or heads
Yeah.
up. Just put it somewhere in the middle. You click on that option, pan.
Yeah, it's moving.
Click on that.
Yeah.
With click only, you just pull it and put it inside. Yeah, there's a plus mark, no? Yeah.
Yeah, got it, sir.
So similarly, there is an option there called grid show or view grid.
View grid.
Yes.
Which line, sir?
Fifth line.
Fifth.
Next.
Yeah, view grid. Got it.
So again, same thing. Pick it up and place it on the view itself.
Hmm.
Okay. So this you rearrange. So put it after two. After zoom is there. So you put these two icons there. Okay. So you can do it later also, no issues.
Hmm.
And next is menu. So this is the menu option. So what all you can see. So if you want to remove something, you can do. If you want to add something, you can add it here.
Okay, sir.
And next is keyboards. So in keyboards, you can assign your own shortcuts. Like for save, it is Control S. So instead of that, you can do only S. You can
Okay.
change your shortcuts according to your requirements, or if anything, any option, if there is no shortcut, like delete. Basically, for delete button is there. So instead of delete, you can put D button. So it's up to you. Okay. So for
Okay.
rebuild, it is Control B. So that options you can change it, and later you can save it. Next to that is mouse gestures. So mouse
Hmm.
gestures also you can set. Currently, this is there by default. So you can go to the numbers like two gesture horizontal, three gestures, four gestures, like that, which is on the right side of the mouse
This
gesture.
one.
So now currently mouse gesture is enabled. So if you want, you can enable, or if you want, you can disable it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Again, if you want some shortcut which is for your requirement, you can put the shortcuts. Like you can select the commands basically. Like here
Hmm.
also is there. You can see like view, all the commands are there. So you can pick any one command and you can put it here. Okay, it'll
Okay,
be
in the
replaced.
circle.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So again, this is with respect to different parts. So this is part related shortcut. So this is sketch related shortcut. This is assembly related. This is drawing related. So what is on currently? So based on that, the shortcuts will work.
Okay, got it.
And next is customization. So this is if you have done some changes, if you press on show all, it will show what all customization you have done. So
Okay.
similarly, menu customization also, it will show what all it's done in this particular time. And
Hmm.
in case if you want to put it to default, like if you have done a lot of changes and you want to use the default version, then come here and select the reset
Reset.
to default, so that both the options will be reset to the default options. Okay. So
Okay.
this is the basic thing. You can switch that off. And mm,
You are now
Okay,
unmuted.
so apart from, yeah. Okay, so go to that, go to sketch, Principi, in this.
Sketch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Go to features. Okay, fine. Go to sketch only.
Hmm?
Joel, you have done something on the screen. Now sketch is selected, right? Principi, select sketch. Just click
Yes,
on the
sir.
sketch. No, the top one.
Oh yeah, sketch. Okay.
Yeah. So now the sketch is selected. Select any one plane. Just select that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So now it is selected. No. So now, Joel, I think you can see this particular option, right? Which is in the middle, next to rapid sketch, before rapid sketch, basically. Yes. So just see the options down. So you can see grid snap, right? So you can switch it on. That yeah, that is one option. Okay, shortcut. So one more option is you can go to settings, top, Principi,
What's up?
settings, options. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So go to relationships or snap under the sketch, left hand side.
Relation.
Top.
Oh yeah, got it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So here the grid option is there, no, Joel? You can
Yeah.
either switch it on or switch it off. So if you switch this on, it will snap to the grid. Okay, but later you'll have to switch it off. So this switch offing, you can do it in that shortcut, quick snap tool. Okay, so you can see all these options, what you can see here. Okay, and principally go to documents and grid setting. Right side, no, not that. Go back. On the right side top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and display grid, select that. And this you can see the grid size currently is 100 mm. So you can keep it 100, or based on your application, you can reduce it also. You can make it 10 also. Okay, after it is done, so click on OK.
So sir, should I on the grid or should I switch it off?
On it.
Okay.
You can switch off and work also, but some cases it will be difficult to find where exactly it is, to what value or anything. So in that case, better you switch on the grid and start from right point.
Okay, so if we have to switch it off, we have to go to settings and then switch it off there.
No, go cancel it.
Yeah.
For that only you have enabled that option, right, into the view or heads up.
Okay, yeah, here, view grid.
Yes, click on that.
Yeah,
Yes,
got
it's
it.
gone. So if you could click on, so it will open.
Okay.
Okay, for quick settings, I mean for the snap settings, what Joel asked, for that, if you are initially, you'll have to on the grid snap from there itself, from the setting.
Okay.
And later, if you are using certain tools, so in that case, this quick snap tool, like select the any line tool or anything. Next to that line tool. Yeah. Yes. Now you can see that it is on, right, Joel? Go to that before instant 2D is there, no? On top, in command bar. Yes. Click that. You can get drop down.
Yeah, this thing.
Now you'll get a drop down. Yeah. So in that you can select whatever you want. Quick snaps, not rapid snaps.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you will get options: point snap, center snap, or midpoint, And the last option there is grid snap. So you can switch it on or switch it off. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, and here as you can see, there are multiple options like line, circle, and all the things are there. No,
Yes,
so
sir.
like that, you can use these things to do certain sketches. Okay, certain
Mm.
shapes or something. Okay, and apart from that, like trim is there, convert is there. So all the different options are there. That will come when we are doing some special cases. Like if you
Okay.
have drawn some extra line and if you want to trim, so you can use
Mm.
this trim option. Similarly, offset. So if you have one line and you want the same line on top and below with some distance, so you can use
Mm.
that offset button to get that. So,
Okay.
and mirroring again, if you have one object on one side and if you want to mirror it across the line or across the axis, you can use mirroring. Okay, so those, and this is for repeating linear sketch pattern. This is for repeating the pattern throughout.
Okay.
This you can use accordingly when that uh, time comes. Okay, but these are the major options which you will be using. And if you, until and unless you type escape, that button will be switched on. Escape. Okay.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So with using these, you try to do the practice. So this is the basic intro of what all to switch on or switch off. Okay.
Mm.
So this practice now. I'll send few options or few sketches to you. So accordingly, and next what are examples I'll send. No.
So your voice is breaking.
Hello.
You are now muted.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what all sketch I'll send. So that make an individual file of each and every sketch.
Joel,
So
is it breaking for you
You
also?
are now unmuted.
Joel,
hello. Okay, 1 second.
Joel, can you tell me what all servers telling now? Like now that I know, like if we draw something and all that stuff, what was he saying?
Hello.
Yeah.
Audible?
Oh no. Before that, like the lines, and then you have to select few things, and then that's how you can draw it. He was teaching, right? The shape.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Not good.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that
Oh no, sir. It's not fine.
You are now muted.
Hello, Principi. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Shresh.
Where did you go for the grid option? I can't
Where?
find. That grid option there.
What?
That grid button. Grid.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Okay. So you have to go to this setting. Here.
No, not that one. The shortcut one.
Okay, this one. This one.
Yeah.
You are now unmuted.
Oh wait. Back.
Huh?
Quick. Something. Yeah. Grid. Snap grid. Grid snap.
Nah, dude. I wanted that icon. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I'll tell you. Press left. Customize.
Okay. I am cutting.
And then go to this. Wait. Customize commands. Yeah. Go to commands. Did you go?
You go. I just checking in my command.
Commands and then view. Yeah.
Okay, commands and view. Okay.
And then can you see this grid option here? View grid.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, then pick it up and keep it in there.
Yeah, searching that.
Joel, can you guys like tell me a little bit about this? How to like deselect or take another tool and then escape. Okay. Okay. And what is this thing which how do I remove this thing? Yeah. Okay, fine. Where? Yeah. 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 It's not changing. Hmm. It's not happening. Do I need to select it or something? Well, it's not. Okay. And then what is that thing which when you can move these lines from the arc, like arch or something? Which server showing? Those two lines, remember?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it's audible.
Yes.
Okay, just 1 second. I'll just share my screen and I'll show you the.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think I got it. I think it's like
Okay.
this. Oh no, I didn't, sir.
Yeah, wait, I'll get.
Okay, sir.
Now, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'll just draw a small shape. Okay. So now this shape is there. I want this is the center axis. Now I want to move it. I don't want to like one option is I can select this point, coincide, meet it. Okay. But I don't want to do that. I want to move it wherever I want. Okay, in the entire space. So for that, what to do is, so one is this option. So without this option also I'll show you. Okay. So what you do is first select the part which you want to move. Okay, so we'll go to move. Now this option is selected. So now select what point from where you want to move. Okay, so now this is moved. If you click there, so this particular part is moved. Okay, so first you will have to select what exactly you want to move, then select on the move entities, and then click on any one reference point. So based on which you will move. Okay, and then you can move it to any one place and click there, left mouse click, so that it moves to that place. Okay, so this is one method. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not. So I'm not sure why, but sometimes it will not work as expected. So in that case, what to do is again select the same all four things. So on the left side, you can see what all are selected. So all the four lines are selected. So now hold control. So this is a shortcut. So hold control and select any one reference point and you can move. Okay, if you just want to move, release control and then release the mouse. Okay, so that it will be placed in that place. And in case if you want to move and copy, so in that case same procedure, hold control, hold a reference point and move it. So now don't leave control, just leave your mouse button so that it copies from that point to this point. Okay, so this is same for all the other things also. So if you want to rotate and say entities again, so select the all the four lines, go here, rotate entity and see which around which point you want to rotate. If I select this point, so you can rotate around this point. Okay, so this is for rotate, and once it is done, so click on this
You are now
completed,
muted.
so that you will fix your shape. Okay, so similarly scale, again for scale also same thing, select all the parts, scale, select a point in which it starts scaling. So now I'll select this point around which it starts scaling. Just one second. Now you can see scale about how many times. Okay, and here an option is there called copy. Okay, you can either select this copy so that it copies, or else if you don't select, it will scale as is. Okay, so see, after if it is done, click OK. So it will save. So let's assume now let's see what happens if we copy it. Select the part, deselect this line. Okay, so now only this particular part is selected. So now go to scale entity and scale it by 0.5%. Now if you make it copy and select a point here, so see what happens. So original part is also there and copied or the scaled part is also there. Okay, so similarly you can also do with stretch. Okay, so stretch, so you want to stretch this part, so go here, stretch, and Hello.
You are now
Hello?
unmuted.
It's audible, right?
So
Yes,
when
sir.
You
when
are
I
now muted.
moved it, the entire thing went and the grid also went, and now only lines are seen.
Uh, see, sometimes it happens. The grid also moves, but not to worry. So like in that case, grid will not move. Like grid will be appeared where the actual diagram is. Okay, so sometimes it happens. Like grid will be appeared only. Like if you zoom out this particular thing,
Okay.
now the grid I can see entirely. So sometimes
Yeah.
what happens, if I do something, the grid will appear inside the plane. Okay, so that depends on what you draw, how much big it is, everything. Okay, so don't worry about that, the grid, but the actual diagram should move. That's it. Okay, so let's assume I select this, move entity, select this point, move.
So
And in case,
I don't know. I think my grid went only somewhere.
yeah, sometimes it happens. So in that case, what you can do is you can
How I
go and select the grid. So see now grid moved, right? From
okay.
here to here, grid moved. So for selecting the grid, you can either select this or go back here and go here and display grid. So sometimes it will happen because we are using a pirated version. So some bugs will be there, but it will work. Like see the main task. Okay, grid is for reference. That's it.
Okay,
Only
okay.
for drawing. So later, grid is not required. In some case, if it is required, then I'll have to switch it on. Like let's assume in this case, I want to snap this point to here or here. So in that case, I'll switch on this grid snap and then start moving.
So can I share my screen once? I'll just show you what I'm seeing. It's a little different from yours.
Yes. Okay.
Just a minute, please.
So my thing is, if you are moving, better you use control. Okay. So
Okay.
control for moving so that it is flexible. You need not to go select that move option and do it. Better use control to move and copy. But for other options, rotate and all, you will have to go to that place to switch it on until and unless you have enabled the shortcuts. Just share the screen, Principi.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, tell me. It's gone. Screen is gone. You'll have to share it again.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Just 1 second. Just see if it is shared. I can't see anything.
Hmm.
That share should be blue color.
Yes, sir. Just what happened?
Sometimes it, even for me today, it's happening like that.
So
Yes.
just a minute. It's showing, it's sharing, but I'm not able to cancel or do anything now. Oh yeah, it got cancelled. Wait, some glitch is there. So nothing is showing on the screen. Just a minute.
Wait, I'll. Joel, you got it right? Joel and Trace.
You are now unmuted.
Yes, sir. The moving part.
Hello.
The moving part I got.
Okay, so moving similar to moving is copy. Okay, so
You
use
are now
control
muted.
for that. Okay, and if you just click on, like press on control and leave your mouse, it will copy. If you leave control first and then mouse, it will move. That's it. Okay, so
Yes,
try
sir.
both the options.
Can you show me once?
Yeah. Yes, you can share the screen. Yes, it's loading. Yeah, tell me.
This. So, like when I moved it using those things, move
Hmm.
entries and all, and when I selected the green tick, this happened.
See, you are outside the sketch now. You should go inside the sketch. For that, in the left
Oh.
side below, you can select the sketch one, right?
Where's it?
Left side in that line is there, no,
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
can
this one.
see. Yeah.
Got it.
So now you are in the sketch. So go and select the sketch now on top. You should
Oh,
be
okay.
inside the sketch to do this activities.
Okay.
Yes. So
So,
now
sir,
you can see the grid.
every time I move it, it will go outside, is it?
No, so for that, what you can do is you zoom out, no? Zoom out and then move.
Okay, 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 I got it.
You will get the grid. Obviously, it will move with your sketch because grid is related to your sketch. Okay, so it is not related to like your front view or top view or anything. It is related to your sketch. If you view your sketch, the grid will move with it.
So, is there any shortcut to bring it in the middle, like the whole thing?
Yes. So for that, like let's assume select the bottom point in the
Okay.
triangle. Okay, hold
Control.
control and
Yeah.
select the center point. Like red lines you get, no?
Mm-hmm.
Select that point which is in the center.
Okay. Doing it.
No.
Uh, hello. Hello, sir. Joel, do you know how to do it? Or
You are
share?
now unmuted.
Like, because the screen keeps moving here and there, how do I always keep it in center? Okay. And dude, what about these mouse? Like, if I wanna, move the screen a little bit, then what is the shortcut and all? Because I'm not able to understand the function of the mouse. Like, right, nothing is happening. See, right now the screen is little tilted, so I wanna make it like again in front. So how will that happen? What? Yeah, this one. Yeah. What? What? Okay, okay. You're right. Okay. Um, when I'm right clicking in the mouse, this whole thing is coming. Display grid. No. Oh, like okay, the circle part. Okay, wait. What do I select for that? When I'm right clicking. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, okay. Got it.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was thrown out of the session. I don't know why. Yes. So, like as I was telling, click on the bottom part of the triangle The same
This
you
one?
click on the center point of the axis, which is in
This
between
one.
the, no, not that, which is in between the red.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. Control and select both of them.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not selected.
It seems blue, both of them.
Okay, fine. It is selected. No, now
Yeah.
on the left hand side, you can see multiple options, right? So in that, select coincide.
Go inside.
Left side in the options below. There is horizontal, vertical, coincide.
Yes, yes, yes. Go inside.
Yes. Yes.
Done.
Got it?
Yeah. So what does it do, sir? Middle.
Yes, it is fixed to that point.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how, like, if there is any reference point and we want to fix it exactly at that point, so this is how we do. Okay, but if you want to just move randomly across on your screen, then we use either move entities or we use this
Sir, so
other option.
this what you taught me right now is like where the red thing was, it just the triangle moved there.
Yes, so this is center of the axis.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there is an
Okay.
XY axis. No, it is moved exactly in the center point.
Okay.
Okay.
And then versus saving, sir, it's simple, right? Like save and
Yes, file save or control
okay.
S.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so any more doubts?
No, so not yet. Okay. Till now it's clear.
Okay, work. I'll send a few
You are now
examples. No,
muted.
just work those, and mostly you will know. But in case if you have any doubts, you can ask me also.
So is it easier than Alias? Like what event?
You are now unmuted.
Yeah, no, I can understand it. Like I'm kind of interested, so I think it is easier than Alias. Anyways, dude, I have to like learn some software this time.
Hey, Jay bro, you work with Fusion, huh? Seriously, how is that Fusion?
Oh my god.
Okay. That's it. Fusion is 3D. Okay.
Fusion says
Ah,
Fusion is competitor for these softwares, SolidWorks and other bunch of softwares. So Fusion is
okay.
of Autodesk,
Uh-huh.
and this is of DSS. Yes.
Okay.
So these are like competitors basically in the market.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly the major share is held by Dassault only, like a combination of CATIA and SolidWorks majorly.
Uh-huh.
And Autodesk also have few, in which Fusion is
Okay.
You are
yes,
now
one
muted.
for doing mechanical related 3D.
Okay.
So yes, like you were telling something, Principi, I again got cut out.
No, sir, it's fine now.
Okay, so just work on those options. Okay, and I'll share few. As I told, I'll share few examples. When you are doing those examples, you will encounter few issues. So in that, you can ask me. So I'll try to solve it. Okay, before the next class. But in next class, it should be ready in separate files so that we can do individual parts of that. Okay.
Okay.
You are now unmuted.
Okay. Chalo, so we'll end the session. So I'll send few right away so you can start working. So later, maybe today or tomorrow, I'll send few complex products. So complex sketches basically. So you can try to do that with proper dimensioning and stuff. Okay. So for here, after you do first line, So should do dimension adjusted. Similarly, second line do dimensioning and adjust it, or you can use grids to do the lines exactly while you're drawing. Later you can do the dimensioning. Okay, and like let's assume this particular diagram is done. No, so Principi, can you select this display or delete relation?
Just a second, sir. What, sir?
Display or delete relations, which is on the top option command bar.
Yeah.
Yes. So select the option below.
This.
No, go there and select the option. Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, you are selecting the top only. Just click yes. Just click yes.
Yes.
On the screen,
Well,
right hand side, it is there. Tick mark, green color tick mark.
here.
No, on the right side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now go and select the arrow mark on the display relation.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do anything. So what options you are getting?
Display, delete relations, add relations, fully defined sketch.
Go to fully defined sketch.
Okay.
Okay, so left side you can see these two options, right? Selected entities or all entities of sketch.
Yes.
So select the first one only and calculate.
Okay. Okay.
So
Got
here
it.
you saw automatically generated the dimensions. Okay,
Dimensions.
and below you can see it is fully defined.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do like this also. But the dimension is a must. So until or unless you give the dimension, the diagram will not be fully defined.
Okay. So anything we want to define, we have to do this.
No, this is one option, or else
Okay.
you can go to smart dimension, click on again say same green tick mark, which is on the screen.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to do this again dimensioning, so you can go to smart dimension, which is next to the sketch, exit sketch on top, left hand side.
Yeah. Smart dimension.
Yes, click that.
The arrow or the one?
Anything is fine. Top one only you click.
Okay.
Yes. And you can come to this main diagram and give the dimensions to it. Like you can select the line and pull it out. Click on the line, pull it out.
Okay. Got it, sir.
Okay, as this is equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. I mean, both the sides are equal. So if you do that, it will tell you're overdoing it basically. Okay, you should not overdo the dimensions also. Exact dimensions you should keep. Now cancel it. Okay, so this is how you do manually. And if you don't want to do manually, if you want to automate it directly, so that is the option, display or delete relations. Okay, so you can go and delete the relations also in that case. Okay, fine. Okay, chalo. So we'll just close this session. So I'll give you a few works. You work on it. In case if you get any doubt, offline only we'll try to solve that. Okay, so fine. So we'll just end our session now.
You are now muted.
Thank you. Bye.
You are
And
now
today
unmuted.
afternoon, just
You are now
attend
muted.
the session. Okay. So if you have not registered, register for that and attend the session.
What time
You are
is
now
it?
unmuted.
Which one? No. Yesterday was the last date for registering for the same this thing, session. So today, I think morning, who all have registered, they would have got the link from Vijayalakshmi ma'am. Yes. So if you have not registered, again you can register for that and you can attend that session. It's by Jui ma'am. Okay. Okay. Fine. Chalo then. So we'll just catch up tomorrow. I mean Tuesday. Bye. Bye.